may be. Welcome to the One Perspective to Another podcast. I am your trying to be humble again, trying to get back in this groove host, A. Sanders, here with my first episode of 2023. We are in a new year. This is episode 166, and we just gonna get right into it. It's been a while. I know it's been a while. Shout out to AK. We giving shout outs and just catching up. Shout out to AK. He's been asking. I know you want to be a guest, get back on this podcast, but forgot about making evergreen content. Looked at my podcast, like the stats and all that, and people still listen. Not as much as like when I recorded, but people still listening. 20 new subscribers, it's not a lot of people, but I haven't podcasted in like 3 months, and get 20 people is still pretty fucking cool. So I like that. AK, I got you. If you're listening, I appreciate you as always. We're gonna get you on next month and do a little catch-up episode. But just because I haven't been potting doesn't mean that I haven't been learning, haven't been doing new things on my own, just coasting. And we about to be coming out of winter, coming into spring. You know, I'm all about the weather, not the weather, but the seasons. We're coming out of the darkness, coming into the light, new growth, new bloom, new designs, new desires, new everything, new shifts, new purpose, new paths, the whole 9 yards, you know. But with those things, it's always learning, always learning. I've never stopped learning. But the reason why I didn't pod is because I don't want to say I lost passion for it, but I lost the passion to be consistent doing it. I did the every 2 week thing. I think that's still a good little spot to be in, but just collection of my own thoughts, my own focus, my own. It's my own, literally my own, not anybody else's, not this person, that person, the rest of the world. Like, everybody got their own shit in the world, but it's just me. It's literally just me. And it's always, I don't want to say it's always been like that, but it's become that. And grounding myself and understanding that, getting on my own shit. And still, too, just another reason is because I was writing a lot. Writing a book is still probably one of the most interesting and most stupidest things I've ever tried to do in my life. But I think it will pay off in the long run. A lot of trial and error, but I think it'll be worth it. It's 2023. I hope everybody's doing well into this start of this year. We're almost at the quarter mark of it. But yeah, it's just a catch up, because another reason, too, is because my money was not right on my podcast, and I was not getting paid for the things that I was doing. I was like, fuck Apple. Like, if you motherfuckers want to take my money, like, I don't want you taking my money. So I stopped doing that accord, too. But everything is great on the Apple side. But now we got Spotify problems. But Spotify does give me an update to those new 20 subscribers. So that's pretty good, too. But, I don't want to say that I do it for the money. I did this podcast because I enjoyed it. It brought me peace. It gave me something to be consistent to. It gave me like my growth doing videos and doing perspective on videos and going to magical places and sharing thoughts and stuff. But it's just like with growth, we got to start doing new things. And what my new thing is the new light of unlearning hard truths of perspective, like understanding life and its patterns and pattern recognition and shit that people just don't want to hear, but it's the truth. Not only to the world, but to myself, and understanding and growing from it and healing and being healed, becoming healed. Not just, that's something I'll talk about, I'm sure, just the social media aspect of it, of just posting something and saying that you're healed from it. It doesn't work like that. And learning more about emotions and your characteristics of yourself and how you are a human, and remembering another reason of like why I started potting in the first place was listening to Charlamagne the God, listening to Lewis Howes, listening to Gary Vee, listening to Joe Budden. Like, that was like my perfect mesh of like street shit, knowledge shit, emotional shit, and just consistency shit. Like if that was me or like my podcast, like that was what I wanted my podcast to be, was all four of those. And just dropping knowledge. And like, when people saying, you probably don't listen to Joe Budden, but if you do, like he'll say like, we podding now. Cause it's like some real emotion, some real thought, some real thought-provoking actions or thought-provoking ideas that get people going and make you think. Like that was always my goal, of one perspective to another, to have a perspective that you can give to somebody else, to have them think, to have them grow, to have them not even just grow, but just to have them doing something tangible with whatever knowledge or whatever conversation is that you started, to be valuable, to be something that you just don't take up space and you're not wasted, where it's valuable. I want to give people something that's valuable. It's never been about the money. It's never been about this or that. It's never been, I want to be famous. It's never been any of that. Like I really just wanted to talk about perspective and put other people's perspectives out there. And shout out to Keith Lee. He's been a really beautiful thing to see in that light of like, that's what I like to see. Like people just telling their truth and doing what they love and being enjoyed and loved for it. Like it's the perfect fucking example of that. Also too, shout out to Martinique. She is in that same boat. Black travel, Q score going up. Like you do what you love. You show people what you love. People don't always know about the background of that story, but like as you get more and grow more, people understand your story and people just want to see you win. But like, it's nice to just get back to listening on a podcast myself and listening, because that's what I used to do all the time, is just listen to podcasts, write, take notes, take thoughts, take ideas, put it in my own world, my own matters of mind, body, soul, spirit, the whole nine. Like, I don't want to be stagnant. I don't want to be idle. Like, I want to continue to learn. I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to be a better version of the yesterday version of me, But a lot of things that I can talk about, a lot of things that I do want to talk about. I want new guests. For real this time, I'm cashing in. And I'm taking a 2-week thing so I can have this shit lined up. So even if I'm on an off day or an off week, I can still have something out. I can still have some content out. I can still have a person on. So if you're listening to this and I still have my list. I'm cashing in, texting every motherfucker who said that they was going to be on my podcast. I'm cashing in. Get your, what is it called? Get your Zoom ready, because it's going to be one-on-one and recording, whatever it is, whatever I got you wrote down on. I'm writing notes, so it is what it is on that. Definitely going to talk about Marvel. I got some gripe with Marvel right now. Ant-Man was definitely not the best movie to me, but it served its purpose. Still saw it. Did I see it as much as I saw Wakanda Forever? No. Canceled my Tuesday ticket. Only saw it once. But I will say that the passion for this is back, because I've been quiet. I've been learning. I've been in thought. There's a lot of new things going on. There's a lot of old stuff coming back. But just getting back into the swing of things. Consistency is key. I remember I used to always say that a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I had to record my intro about 3 different times because it's been so long since I said good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. It's been a while, but I'm here to say I'm back. If you listen, if you support, if you listen old, if you're a new listener, I appreciate you. If you're an old listener seeing this on your phone for the first time, tap in, tell 2 friends to tell 2 friends, and we're going to get this shit going again. And if you want to be in, drop me a DM. Send me a message, send me a text. If you know me, you can send me a text. If you don't know me, you can, all the links is in the bio. Shout out to Opta. I'm going to start following people on there so I can message people, because I want to rework a little bit of this shit of Opta. Like, Opta ain't dead. It's still one perspective to another till I fucking die. Till I die, son. That's my baby. Shout out to these LLCs for $800 in taxes, too. That's another thing. Monies. Shout out to the Republicans out there. You know who you are, paying $500 for registration tags and all that. But I mean, that's another topic. We're going to talk about that too. And when this particular person is on as a guest, we're going to be talking about that too. But I hope everybody's been doing well. I hope everybody's good. If you are dealing with anything catastrophic, anything of problems, anything of life, it's just too short, man. Too short to be stressing over shit. Excuse me. The most beautiful thing that I've been without or while not podcasting is my peace. It is the most beautiful thing to have and to be in control of, and to not allow negativity and just downfall to just trickle on you. I know everybody got their own situation, but it's not. It's on the other side of being healed. Not healing, but healed in aspects of work, life, relationships, family, like the entire thing. Like, my circumstances are where I choose for them to be because it's what gives me the most peace. And there's no better place to work out of other than peace. And I just want everybody to get peace. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to not to be happy, but be more content. Because happiness is different for everybody. But I just hope people find their purpose. I hope people just take their time on that journey. And don't think that you need X, Y, and Z to do everything about it. Because it's rough sometimes, but you get through it. You just got to stay focused. So on that note, I don't want to get too long-winded. It's just a little I'm back podcast episode. So it is what it is. And I will catch you on the flip side. We'll be back. Won't have a guest next episode, but I will on the following episode. So stay tuned to that, and I will catch you on the flip side. And I am out.